Hello, 7 years ago I posted this video. Now I got into it these days after such a long time, and I see that there's quite a amount of people that want me to show how I'm playing this. I know it might be too late, but as long as I'm helping one person at least, I did my part. So let's go for it. So the song, like a lot of Avenged Sevenfold songs, is on a key of D minor. Before we go into the song, let's talk about the scale itself. So on a D minor scale, on a ukulele, it looks like this. And if we go backwards, we have the D minor, we have C major, we have B flat major, we have A major, G minor, and F that are relevant for this song. Another chord that is relevant for here would be F minor, which is this. You can already hear and recognize where it is in the song. So this is a scale, and let's dive into it. So we're gonna start with the first section, which would be this. What is happening here is I'm doing a certain lick on D minor, and then I move and do the same thing on F minor. Let's see what it looks like. So D minor would be this position. For this, I'm not really using the first string, so I don't really think about it. I'm just gonna work on these three strings, 2, 3, and 4. And what I'm doing is I think of the melody, and the melody sounds like this. Now, for the ukulele, the strings, they don't ring for such long time. So I'm filling in the gaps with some more notes, and it will look like this. Alright, so if you notice, I'm just repeating on some notes in between. Now, when I'm moving up to F minor, I'm doing the same sort of build, and I'm moving up 1.5 tones, and then I'm doing the same thing. Alright, so what is happening here is now the index finger is joining in difference from what happened before, because here it's on the 0. It's as if the finger is pressing here, right? And then when I move up, I'm just doing the same form. Moving up a little. Now, what I'm thinking about is I want the notes to ring as much as possible. So in order to do this transition, I prefer doing it this way rather than giving up on this one and go for there. Meaning, something is just cut there. And I just prefer the notes to ring as much as possible. That's why I prefer moving it like that. So see whatever works for you. So I repeat one more time. Now what is happening is I move up one more time, 1.5 tones. Same structure. But the index finger would go 1/2 lower. So I'm getting sort of a diminished vibe. And what is fun about this is all the notes that are making these chords are 1.5 tones apart. So it just sounds very spooky. Right? So again, I'm going from F minor 1.5 tones, and the index would go half lower. And what I do is closer. So I'm just filling up the spaces with this one, and I'm just climbing up the notes that are relevant. Now in the video itself, again, what I do is I emphasize this note with sort of strumming on all of the strings. So what does it mean is ba, 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 bra. All right, this is this section. So from the beginning. All right, now on to the second section. So the second section is the main melody that Jimmy came up with on the piano. It goes like this. Now what I do here is I'm going over the notes of the scale so you can work it out with what I added on the description. And just for clarification again, I like to go back to the D note to fill in the gaps, and then it would sound like this. And now the second time what I like to do is do the same thing, just one octave higher. So if I start here with a D, I'll just start with a higher D, which would be right here. And then I just solo it. Alright, now the third section would be sort of the bridge that is happening there. Da 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 da. And what I do is, first of all, without filling any gaps, this is how it sounds like. Right, pretty simple. Now what I like to do is again fill in the gaps. It will sound like this. Alright, this is this, and I do it twice. Very cool. Now the next part would be the chorus, right? And I really always knew that my little crime. The chords would be B flat, C, F, and D minor. Now I don't strum it obviously in the video. I am fingering it. So how it would look like would be this way. Quite rusted, but I believe you get the idea. So I'm doing this twice, and then on the third time I'm doing the same chords, just a bit higher. And then there is another chord that is added, which I believe would be A. And it looks like this. One step before, and then I continue to the higher. So again, this would be B flat. I'm going higher to C. Then I'm going for A, which would be 1, 2, and 3, right there. D minor right there. And then going back to C, going back to B flat. Then I'm going to C, but I keep this note of the B flat and complete the C. So again, from D minor, right, a believe that makes a lot of sense. And this concludes this part. Now we move on to the next. Alright, so now the last section would be the second part of the chorus. I believe that's what it would be. When he sings, "We fell apart, let's make a new start." Right? So the chords would be, "We fell apart," B flat, "let's make a new start," C. Then F, C, D minor, C, and B flat again. And again, I'm figuring what is ever happening there, and I'm doing something tricky there. What I like in the ukulele on this scale is that right now for this part I am adding the first string, and what I'm doing is I'm keeping this note at all times. And what I like is that this one and this one are half apart. So I'm incorporating this to all of the chords that are happening. And it starts with B flat. So if I'm doing B flat this way, I'm just keeping this string free at 0. And then the fingering would be like this. Right, across all the chords. So this would be the first one. Now C, I just remove these two. For F, I bring this one back. C. And then D minor again would look the same as the B flat one. B flat, climb into C, going back to F, C, D minor, C, B flat, and then for the last C I just go one step higher. And then finish it off. Alright, so that concludes the tutorial. I really hope that I made someone happier and you are going to be able to learn from what I gave you. I might see you around. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but if we do, I'm looking forward to it. So have a great day. Ciao.